Hello. How are you guys doing today? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to watch Veer Das's YouTube video called Jokes for the Dead. This was highly requested on my channel. I got a lot of requests for this and people say that you might enjoy it, like particularly me, the kind of content I like, the kind of person I am. And the title is pretty messed up, like Joke for the Dead. So I don't know what's going to happen in the video. Let's go and check it out.
I'm humbly putting a visual disclaimer out there that if you are triggered by jokes about death, if you are currently grieving, if you have currently lost somebody.
Wait, what is that girl
humbly
doing
ask you to
there?
leave.
Right side pe, bottom pe, niche. Isn't it way past her like bedtime? Isn't she supposed to be in school? She looks like 13 years old, bro. Chashme wali, white shirt wali ladki right pe. What is she doing? Tell her, uski maa kahan hai? Where are her parents? Do they know this is going on?
Somebody. I humbly ask you to leave the show right now. I do.
Nobody left. They're like, we don't give a fuck.
I have to do my job. My job as a comedian is to talk about the elephant in the room. And I'm not going to not do my job because the elephant is a dead body. It's going to be hard. I've never done these jokes before. I didn't get a chance to work them out anywhere. You've never seen these jokes before. You're in grief as well. And yet I still have to do my job. Can you imagine? Would you be able to do your job if there was like a dead body in the room? You know? You're just in the conference room like, oh guys, so we had a very good Q4. There was a 20% profit and I'm sorry, there's a dead body. Is somebody... No, it's fine. I'll carry on. So in the Northeast region, what happened was there was a B2B. It's very distracting, guys. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's just there, and I really want to be good at this presentation. I've been told I have a shot at VP of Sales.
How's this working for the audience? I'm gonna keep watching,
And I
but
wanna
still.
kill it. I'll carry on. It's fine. So, you know, the sales team tried a new packaging in the consumer... Wait, is that the VP of sales?
Okay, I see how it's working.
That's what you call a feeler joke, where you put it out there to see how the audience takes it. And I think this will be over pretty soon. People have died. Let's just say that. People have died. And we must acknowledge their death.
Didn't he
because
do
our
a TV show where he was a serial killer who needed to kill somebody to be good at comedy, right? Now he's doing... Are these like signs? Are we gonna find out 20 years from now he was a serial killer? Like, is that what's going on? Have I predicted something in the future?
governments will not.
True.
No matter where you live in the world right now, your government in this year has tried to hide death. Except they've just done it differently. You know, like in America, they were very technical about that. It was a very American thing. Like, you know, sometimes you'll have lunch and Americans are like, hey, what you have for lunch? And you're like, I had a cheeseburger. And they're like, oh, did you get like a Coke and fries with that? Yeah, well, that's number 7. And that's what they did with COVID. You know, they were like, how did he die? COVID. Really? Did he have like heart disease and diabetes as well? Yeah, that's destiny.
That's destiny.
But it was mainly the COVID. Nah, technically it's destiny.
He was destined to die anyway.
You know, America, people don't feel bad for America because it's a privileged nation, but they should. They lost 500,000 people
Damn.
this year. That is a lot of people. In a nation where every year 100,000 people lose their lives to gun violence. Just think about it. That's how bad COVID is. COVID has killed 5 times more Americans than
Damn
Americans.
Americans.
I just have one question. How are you not taking the people who buy guns and just giving them COVID at the same time? It's the solution. That's all I'm saying. Just
They lost 500,000 people this year, but you don't get to hear it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing of having a nation that's not built on like family values as such. You know, most people in America don't really have many family. A lot of kids, like a huge percent of kids are like foster kids who are just born and raised by the system, not by parents or their own parents at least. And people that do have parents, they either grow up in broken homes. So ek cheez hai ye. Like when COVID was spreading, I would hear about, you know, people passing away through family connections or friends' family connections. It's mostly family that kind of informs you and keeps you in the loop, right? Okay, oh, my uncle's wife's brother had some relatives that died because of COVID. My auntie's, cousins died because of COVID in Africa. Like literally my auntie's cousins died. So my cousin, I don't know what to call them. Point being, families are connected in a way that you get informed by deaths and, you know, people passing away. But here, here in US, you didn't get to hear it, at least through word of mouth. News channels told you 500,000 people have died. But when you go to work, you don't meet too many people who say, oh, I know this person who died. Because they don't know many people like that. I don't know if that's something that I needed to say, but it just came to my head and I thought I should mention it.
Every year, 100,000 people lose their lives to gun violence. Just think about it. That's how bad COVID is. COVID has killed 5 times more Americans than Americans.
Americans. Yeah. Yeah, true.
I just have one question. How are you not taking the people who buy guns and just giving them COVID at the same time? It's the solution. That's all I'm saying.
This makes no sense.
Just lick the bullet. Will you? Lick the fucking bullet.
Lick the bullet.
Just hand them over the gun and be like, US.
Hey,
You know,
this
I
guy
feel
feels
like
me.
India is just living in a Monty Python sketch right now. You know, where we're going to the government and we're like, people have died. And they're like, no, they're not. They're just resting.
That's so Monty Python, bro. No, they're
What
not.
are you talking about? There were 100 pyres in the crematorium. No, that was one pyre, 99 fires. I swear to God, this is the only government in the world that is trying to bury the dead even after you're done cremating.
Damn.
You will not acknowledge the ones that we lost, and you have the audacity to ask us to be positive. And you know what? You're right. We have to be positive right now. I'll focus on a positive. I'll focus on the one thing that they are actually good at. So please just go out and build another temple so we can pray for everyone who died on your watch.
Ouchie. Yeah, but that's what they're good at, apparently.
People have died, ladies and gentlemen. Britain lost a monarch. They lost Prince Philip. That's an important guy. He's like the king's husband or some shit. You know? and they all thought he was COVID positive because let's be honest, the dude looked COVID positive in 2004.
जो बात है यार, जो कितना बुढ़ा हो गया था यार.
And then
Looked like a walking,
turns out
talking
he
dead body.
didn't have COVID. He was COVID negative. I don't know if you know this, but apparently palaces are very good PPE kits. He lived at 99 years old. Yo, fuck L'Oreal and Garnier. Colonialism is the real anti-aging cream, alright?
No, bro, you won't say that if you look at his face. You won't say that.
And he died in a bad way. You know, his grandson was on Oprah and shit. You know, so like, you know, being like, there's a racist in the royal family. And he's like, what? Who? We could have bonded. Is anybody else just a little amused to see the British royal family act shocked at racism?
Yeah, bro, what was that all about?
Huh? Just imagine the Queen sitting there. Oh dear, that's dreadful.
That's dreadful.
You're telling me there's a racist in the family?
Family.
It's not right, I tell you. It's not appropriate. I mean, you know, it's a business model for 5 centuries now. But in general, boo.
We must keep it out of the family.
And I don't think the racist is the Queen. I want to be clear. Because I don't think the Queen can be racist with the way that she talks. You know, can you imagine just her being like, right, listen, I just like to tell you.
Tell you.
People that, well, you know, right, I'm off. Thank you.
This is like straight out of The Crown.
People all confused you. What the fuck did you just say to me? No, genuinely, what the fuck did you say to me? Because I don't understand.
Well, you know.
Right, almost everywhere. Except for, by the way, the Vatican had 27 cases and 0 deaths. So if you weren't a praying man before,
or maybe you should start fucking kidding.
Pretty good time. Because how? Because I don't know if you know a lot about priests, but they're not known for social distancing. Bhutan had 1 death, which they listed as a statistic on the list of countries. just put the guy's name, man. You know, fucking, you know.
It's Sagar Sharma.
Like, you know,
Whatever his name is.
500,000, India 200,000, Bhutan, Jigme.
Jigme. I don't know why I said Sagar. Sagar bhi hoga Bhutan mein, nahi?
The Maldives had 72 deaths. Yeah.
That's
and
way too
only
many.
5 of them were from photo shoots.
Because that's what people
Can
do
you
there.
imagine how much that would suck if you were a Bollywood star who starved yourself for like fucking 4 weeks, didn't eat any carbs, flew all the way to the Maldives, did the photo shoot all emaciated, and then you catch COVID and die?
Yeah. Must be bad.
Like your last post to the human world was, hey, I'm on vacation.
Hey, I'm on vacation. That's a good song, man. I like how he fucking put it in there like that. So smooth.
Catch COVID and die. Like your last post to the human world was, hey, I'm on vacation.
बहुत अच्छा बिठाया इसने कितना खतरनाक मुझे एक्सपेक्ट नहीं हो रहा था ये बिठा देगा इस तरह करके I'm on vacation.
And yet somehow shitty people are okay. Have you noticed that? Yeah? Like fucking, I don't know, I think hate kills COVID. Like, I think if you can just build enough of
I mean,
it,
you and I are
like
fine,
these
bro. What does that
anti-national
say?
Antibodies and fucking just kills it. Maybe that's what's in the vaccine, nationalism.
Damn.
And I don't mean to politicize death. I don't, because you know what? No matter who you vote,
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Look at his decor, man. This is. Do you kill people, bro? Are you a killer, bro? Veer Das? The place looks like fucking Sansa Stark's room from Game of Thrones, bro. Not her room. जिसमें Ramsay उसको लेके गया था, वो वाला room. Like you bring people here, you have sex with them, and then you murder them. Like, what's with the bulbs, bro? And what's with the? कुछ हो रहा है, bro. कुछ चल रहा है. Watch this video 10 years from now.
for your loved ones did not deserve to die, and you did not deserve to lose them. All right, no matter who you voted for. But isn't war political? And don't you tell us that this is a war against a disease? Except in a normal war, old men send young people off to fight. But this is the only war where young people are sending old people off to fight, which is a weird fucking war. Can you imagine World War II with just old people?
Yeah, they're all old now.
You bloody Nazi, go away! You don't come back, huh? I'll take this grenade, I won't give it back to you, huh?
Yo, his characters are really
Watch this
good.
war between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. There's no victory parade, they just declare victory on a WhatsApp group. Like India did against COVID.
Yeah. Damn. Ouch. कसम से यार क्या हालत, like just go back, rewind 1 year and you're like, oh yeah, under control, we're good, this, that. And even I spoke last year in my videos कि भाई पाकिस्तान में तो I don't know how, but it's been controlled, but I don't know what's gonna happen in India. It is too big, there's way too many people, how are you gonna control it? How is it gonna get controlled? And of course it didn't get controlled. Human life की value वैसी इतनी कम है तो who would care? Who would do anything? Nobody did.
We declared victory. How the fuck did we?
Yeah, remember doctors को तुम लोगों ने वो किया था,
That
oh
was-
doctors good job.
Like fucking how?
Like a lot of people will say that was for their support and to motivate them, and that's good. It did motivate them and make them feel really special. जो आप लोगों ने थालियां बजाई थी सारी और आवाजें जो निकाली थी सारी, good job, like motivation के तौर पे. But that was not a victory celebration. A lot of people thought it was कि yes, we have overcome it lockdown की वजह से. But complete lockdown जब तक नहीं होता, जब तक help नहीं होती, और complete lockdown का मतलब है बहुत सारे गरीब लोगों की जिंदगी खराब होगी and they might die of hunger or whatever. That's where the government comes in to make sure that the poor people don't die out of hunger or basic necessities ना खत्म हो जाए उनकी. Because you're the government, you've been collecting taxes for fucking hundreds of years. जितने भी साल से independent है country, you have wealth, you have treasures. Use those to help the poor when you need to. Not every day, but अभी जरूरत है. So it's a simple solution, but nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to do it that way.
By that logic, India should have declared victory in World War II. We should, same logic. We
Yes.
have very little Nazis, matlab we defeated Hitler. What? No, we have Nazis here too.
Yeah, I
We just
was
don't
about to
call
say.
them that. We call them uncle.
Oh shit.
I'm sorry for your loss. I've lost. Have you lost? In this month? I don't know how to. At least they weren't alone on their way up to heaven. They went with a bunch of people. Remember when you went to the U2 concert and you were on the bus and you saw everybody you knew, right? And you were like, fuck, you're into U2 as well. I didn't even know you liked this music, So they're just all going up to heaven and they're like, man, you're here too. Uncle, you're here. Yeah, Arjun, I'm a number 7. What are you doing here, Arjun? Uncle, I went to that political rally. No, I never. I never thought I'd catch COVID there. I know. Well, listen, Arjun, what's your favorite TV show? It's Roadies.
Wrong bus.
That makes sense. Listen, why don't you say it 5 times? Okay. Roadie. You see how your mouth is open the entire time? They get up there.
Wow, is that a mouth breather joke?
They don't have to socially distance. They don't have to register on some Arogya Mrityu app. They just get into heaven.
The fuck? What happened?
And they're taken care of like we are taking care of each other right now. Have you not witnessed beauty in the last 2 weeks? Indians, fucking hell, Indians in a crisis, we will come through for each other. But god damn it, do we let the crisis happen first, huh?
होने दे, फिर देख हम कैसे सबकी मदद करेंगे. एक दफा हो जाए बस. होने दे बस एक दफा. That's such a true statement about our people, man. Like we all, like पाकिस्तान में भी हम वेट करते हैं कि पहले खराब तो होने दो, फिर सही करेंगे. पहले मर्डर तो होने दो, फिर उसको जाके पकड़ेंगे. पहले एसिड तो फेंकने दो, उसके बाद जाके हम उस पर लॉ बनाएंगे. That's such a fucked up situation. हम proactive बिल्कुल भी नहीं, हम reactionaries हैं. Pakistani reacts. Pakistani never pro-reacts.
Wait till the shit hits the fan. We wait till the shit is so high you can shit down onto the fan. Americans got started early. Americans are like, fuck, Tom Hanks has it. Go.
Fuck no.
Indians, even when
just the liberals,
we were like, oh fuck, Tendulkar has it. Oh, but look, he's retired. How's Virat feeling?
Virat ka batao, we'll follow that.
Indians don't care about Tom Hanks. We're like, he survived that island. He'll be okay.
All he had was a football, man.
Have you seen Tom Hanks in Castaway? By the way, have you seen that movie where he's just like fucking skinny and he's got the beard and the hair and that one piece of cloth on his junk? Like, Tom Hanks in Castaway looks like everybody who attended the Kumbh rally this year. And I think that's what we need. We need Kumbh.
Oh my god, bro. That's such a good joke. What? That auntie there, bro. Jeet gayi wo auntie. Ooh, this one's kind of cute.
Put them all on a ship.
I hope, bro, आपको पता है मैं किसकी बात कर रहा हूँ.
Come back 5 years later, see what happened. See if they still believe in God. Or maybe they do. Maybe they're just all worshipping a volleyball. Wilson Mata ki jai. Maybe that's.
Wow. What? Offensive joke tha, but good joke.
Mass grief. Thousands of people grieving is desensitizing. You're not sure if you can express your grief because so many other people are grieving at the same time. And I say you should. You deserve to beat your chest and you deserve to weep and you deserve to cry out at the sky. And I'm so sorry you have to do it in a mask. Or 2 masks, or is it fucking 3 now? Who the fuck knows how many masks it is? Can I just eat a mask and then it stays here and filters everything? Can you set that up, huh? Just let it filter everything. But like, I drink beer and like Evian water comes out of my tape.
Evian water.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't even believe that masks worked until somebody I loved died of COVID and I cried a bunch of tears into one. And I was like, fuck, they do hold droplets. People have died. I have a friend.
I'm sorry, मैं दोबारा pause कर रहा हूँ, but it's true, man. Like the intensity was so low of grief. Like when you read tweets, when you see social media posts, when you see Facebook posts, people saying my khala passed away, my uncle passed away, my auntie passed away, my this, my that. You didn't see that sadness because it was so. ऐसा लग रहा था कि death is not a big deal anymore. You know what I mean? कि इतने लोग जा रहे हैं, मर रहे हैं, और nobody is really crying like that, like we used to back in the day. मुझे याद है death was a big deal back in the 90s जब मैं बहुत छोटा था. मुझे याद है it was a big deal. अगर किसी के घर कोई मर जाता था, it was a very sad moment. You couldn't dare, crack a joke. And slowly time गुजरते गुजरते it has become less of a big deal. But with COVID, it just एकदम ठंडा पड़ गया है गम. दुख जो है वो ठंडा पड़ गया एकदम. Like people don't really get sad the way they used to when it comes to death. I don't know. I felt that. I've seen that this year, last year. I don't know. Let me know if you guys noticed the same difference. Like people that died, they haven't felt it the same way that they used to feel it. Like it could be you, it could be me. Like मेरा अपना कोई जानने वाला चला जाए दुनिया से. I'm not feeling this pain. Like it's sad. It's very sad. It's painful. But वो दर्द जो था ना, वो एक कि नहीं होना चाहिए था. अब ये कि हाँ हो सकता था. We all saw it coming, sort of a situation. It's very sad. Very sad.
Who went to the crematorium 3 times in 3 days. For 3 different people.
Damn.
One of them his mother. And had to watch somebody else cremate her because, and he couldn't go back home because everybody in his house was COVID positive. So he did it alone. And I cannot imagine that kind of pain, but I have to tell you, I admire that effort. And don't forget that, effort. Human beings trying, that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I know so many of us feel broken right now because you rushed from hospital to hospital and you couldn't find oxygen and you, but always remember that the ones you lost saw you try. That is a beautiful memory to leave them with. You trying. You screaming at a security guard, you reading a sign in disbelief, you posting desperately, you calling desperately is still
कितना यार, my Twitter was full of it, bro.
Desperation is nothing but unconditional love in its purest form.
जो बात है यार.
Is what you left them with. And now,
wow, Veer, what a brilliant thing to say, bro. What a brilliant fucking thing to say. Desperation is nothing but an extreme stage of unconditional love. Is that what he said?
Desperation is nothing but unconditional love in its purest form.
Purest form. I thought he meant in its extremest form. Like unconditional love on its extreme is desperation. But desperation can also be, I think it makes more sense how he said it, that it's unconditional love in its purest form, because you become desperate at a point where you're like, okay, I don't care about other things. I just want to do, or I want this one thing. So that's unconditional at that point, right? कि मुझे नहीं परवाह कि मैं कैसा लगता हूँ. I might look like a loser. I might look like desperate. I might look like somebody who's like trying too hard. They don't care. There's no conditions anymore. It's just one thing that they're focused on. So that makes really good sense, man. What a good line.
Is what you left them with. And now they're in heaven. And as cheesy as this sounds, they're chilling with Irfan and Rishi Kapoor and Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm pretty sure heaven has a VIP section. Or maybe they run into each other, right? Maybe Irfan and Chadwick Boseman are just talking about great cinema and they feel a tap on his shoulder and it's your grandparents, right? And they're like, Irfan sir, selfie, please.
That's adorable.
Yeah, you Chadwick, Black Cheetah, you come also. We like
Black Cheetah.
People tried. The ones you love were surrounded by people who tried, if not you. They were surrounded by doctors and nurses who are here tonight on this call. So you give them a round of applause right now, please. And make them feel amazing, because so many of them are reconsidering med school right now. You have no idea. People are like, doctor, no, I'm going to do something safe, like fire dancing or professional stabber.
Professional stabber?
I've seen it all. Every single leader that you love or despise, a nurse has seen him naked. A nurse has seen that leader you love naked, their naked ass, and hunted for balls and found none.
Wow. Good job. Good job, Good job.
People have died. And now we grieve together. Until we meet them again in the afterlife. And I believe I will meet the people I lost. And I hope you do too. And when you meet them, can you imagine how much fun that conversation is going to be? You come up after 40 years of wearing a mask, right? And by this time, you're just wearing the N95,000, which is just a metal plate with one droplet of oxygen inside of it, right? You've lived through like 95 wars and Kim's presidency, and Kim could be Kardashian or Jong.
Jong, you don't know. Yeah, Jo Baal hai.
Has a
Either
shot
one.
at this point. Right. By this point, you have like an eye spleen, which is an apple spleen that just like circulates red blood cells and Spotify playlists within your body.
Damn.
You're a hybrid Homo sapien and hard drive at the same time. Right. Meanwhile, all of your data is literally sucked out of your anus.
I was about to say that.
Apple anus and fed into the Amazon server.
Storing data for Amazon servers. That's what I was gonna say.
Where you bought all of your friends who are actually just bots.
Damn.
You watched all of Netflix. You finished Netflix. Right?
All of it.
You watched Crown season 42 where the royal family is all black.
Oh, you can just watch Bridgerton. It's in reverse.
The Kohinoor diamond is just in a necklace that says King is fuck right now. Marvel now makes every single movie and everybody in every single movie is a superhero except for one person who's Robert Downey Jr.'s grandson who just plays Man. And that's special.
Sir, that's called Bollywood. Literally, Bollywood में already ये हो रहा है. Police officers are treated like superheroes.
There's no currency anymore. You pay for everything in attention span. So if you want toilet paper, they make you watch a 10-minute video of toilet cleaner, and that's how you get it, right? You survive all of that. You get up. You know, you died at 75 and you now look 105, and you meet your mother who died at 65 and she now looks 25, and you collapse into her arms and you apologize. And she's like, don't be silly. I saw you try. Now rest. You look exhausted. Oh, and by the way, this is my boyfriend, Chadwick. People have died. And now for 30 seconds, we take a moment for them. That's the 10 on 10 episode, guys. Thank you for being a part of it. Did you enjoy it? Was it okay? Yeah?
Awesome. Yeah.
Hey folks, it's Veer. If you can hear this, then I'd like to recommend that you share this video.
Yeah, I am with all of my subscribers. Yeah, first of all, did not expect to get to do a moment of silence, which was actually pretty nice. Honestly, I didn't get to do that, and I don't think many people got to do that because we can't assemble anywhere. Like, अगर school जा सकते होते तो school में जाके करते minute silence. अगर games हो रहे थे तो खड़े होके वहाँ पे 1 minute का silence करते. But I appreciate him asking his audience to do it. I have just participated because I wanted to. I didn't have to. I could have just cut the video before I even hear that. But I wanted to. Very good episode, man. Brilliant stuff, man. So much insight and so calming. Like his whole routine was really calming for people who have actually lost people, you know. मेरे ख्याल से. Like if you were one of the audience members and you have lost somebody really close to you, this would have really given you some reprieve, like some kind of relief. कि यार हाँ, you know, it has happened. People have died. I like how he always brought it down by saying people have died and then took it back up and then brought it back down by saying people have died. He made sure that this whole rhythm was going. Kind of keeps the show going in a good pace and nobody gets away from the show. Everybody comes back to it. You laugh a lot. You get bored of laughing. You get serious. Starts to get boring. You get to laugh again. So that's a good format of doing things. I liked it. I liked that little touch that he would always finish his joke by saying people have died. Veer Das is so talented, yeah. He's so fucking talented. I don't like a lot of the things that he makes, like his TV shows or whatever. I'm not like the biggest fan, but I cannot go ahead and say, oh, he's not talented. He is the most talented. Not the most talented. I don't know who is the most talented, but he's one of the most talented comedians coming out of India for sure. And right now in the world, hands down. Like this guy, agar iske paas isko freedom mile, proper creative freedom, and some guidance also, not just entire freedom, some guidance also, he could be a very good late night night show host. He could be a very good late night show host for an American audience or a global audience. Yes, he's gonna need some help, of course. A team of writers that understand what the nature of the show should be, and a set of guidelines on top that are good, not some studio executive who doesn't know what he's talking about, but somebody who knows what's required, somebody who's smart, who's genius, who has their finger on the pulse of what's going on in pop culture. Yeah, so talent ki kami nahi hai is bande mein. Such a talented guy, bro. Talent oozing out, like seriously. His voice impressions are super fucking spot on. Like he nails it. Characters बहुत अच्छे बनाता है अपने दिमाग में. Brilliant writer, बहुत अच्छा writer. The one thing that I don't like about his routines and a lot of other routines as well, this whole celebrity worshipping culture sort of. Like when he said Chadwick would be there with this and that, I get it. I understand the whole you're trying to like make them feel good about things. I understand it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying कि तुम जो ना pander कर रहे हो उस तरह की audience को क्या. You're trying to make them feel good, trying to make them feel wholesome and like there's a good silver lining there. I get it. I just can't stomach this celebrity idolizing, if I may. I can't stomach it. मुझसे नहीं बर्दाश्त होता ये. It's like watching that TV show called The Good Place. It's like, no, that's not heaven. That's LA that you think is heaven. Like you think an ideal life in LA is like a life in heaven. That's what the TV show is. So that's my problem with it. But other than that, he's a brilliant guy, dude. He makes such amazing content. A lot of brilliant jokes in there. Some crazy one-liners as well. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for requesting this. I think मैंने ये request काफी अर्से से ignore की हुई थी because I just couldn't get to it. It's been up since May 9th and people have been asking me since the next day it came out. So I'm sorry for the delay, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching this with me. Let me know which other video you want me to react to next. Leave it in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Take really good care of yourself. Shabba khair.
What you know about rolling down in the deep when your brain goes